intense, I guess is a good word for it. It's very, yeah, there's a lot going on. It's very just sort of an in-your-face style of music. It's, a lot of people don't, I think, maybe don't appreciate it, as it's something that's really designed to be listened to at like a high volume level. It's a very physical form of music. The melodies and everything are very, they're very baseline driven in addition to the rhythm. So if, you were listening to it, just say on some computer speakers, it might just seem like just some drum sounds and some strange things, but when you actually experience it like on a large dance floor and it's just raging and in your face, it's sort of it takes on a different characteristic, so it's sort of interesting. As I understand it, it sort of originated out of the UK hardcore scene from the early to mid-90s, and from then on it sort of had that characteristic sound where it was if you're familiar with the old stuff by The Prodigy, for example, it's sort of 4/4-y, but it's got a bit of a breakbeat layered under it. That's sort of what the old UK hardcore sound was, which then sort of took paths, I guess, I believe, into like happy hardcore, which is like Care Bears at 180 beats per minute, I suppose. And drum and bass kind of came off of that, so that's sort of where I guess it evolved from. And now it's, you'll hear it now, it has more kind of R&B and like hip-hop influences and things like that. It's something that it seems to take sort of from its period and give it its own drum and bassy flavor on top of it.
Alright, with that said, tell me how Urbana-Champaign drum and bass came to be.
Well, I started noticing it around 1998, and really the place to hear it would be at house parties. You'd have just a basement full of people and a PA system, and that's where you would go if you wanted to hear good drum and bass. But then, after time, I mean, apparently Joe's, as I understand it, had a drum and bass night. And this was before I was really going out. I was too young at that. Joe's Brewery on campus, yeah.
Really?
Which really, like, that's not the place I'd expect to hear drum and bass, but they had a night for that many years ago. So I couldn't actually tell you where the origins of it are, but for me personally, it was from just walking down the street in Urbana and you hear some loud bass line, you don't know what the heck's going on, and there it is, just happening. UCDNB.com was started around 2004 by a group of some people who were from around the area, a couple of kids from Chicago who were here for school, some people from Rockford, and so on. It was started as a website to promote drum and bass music specifically. The website was formed to kind of just draw attention to this, for the people who are interested in it, to kind of give a common ground to gather and discuss ideas and what have you. So the website went on for about a year, at which point the forum was developed, which sort of added more, I guess, of a... Well, before the forum, it was mostly you would go on and there would be a calendar of events and you'd go on and see what was going on and then you'd go to the party and interact with it. The forum added more of a sort of a continuous community that you know, could discuss, I suppose, other things beyond just drum and bass music. It doesn't have a purpose other than that it has a decent amount of people come through it, and there's sort of just this dialogue that's been taking place over the years. And I mean, these days, like, you know, if you read the news, it's all about whatever the heck is going on with this whole economy conflict. Just, if you read the news, there's a bunch of crap going on right now, and that's sort of, there's a lot of stuff going on UCDNB about that, which is mostly because that's what's on people's minds. At the same time, though, you can just scroll up and then in upcoming events, oh, hey, there's this show coming up this weekend, we're all going to go check this out, or we're having brunch on a Sunday. So I guess the purpose of it is it's just a place where it's online and people know about it, and it'll sort of exist as long as people are interested in it.
Do you find it strange that you would find that type of music in, you know, such a small community?
I think I would if it weren't for the presence of the university, honestly, because that really does bring in a lot of outside just sort of ideas and culture that, you know, otherwise, what is it? There's 30,000 people in the center of Illinois, but you place a learning institution in it, and, you know, were it not for the U of I, it would be very unusual to see it. Like, you go somewhere like, you know, Paxton or what have you, one of the smaller outlying towns, and no. I doubt you would. I mean, I at least don't hear about it, so who knows, though, right?
Where do you see the UCDNB in like 5 years?
Oh, geez. Who knows? I have absolutely no idea. who knows? It could still be there. It could turn into something crazy. Maybe it'll be a porn site. I have no idea. It's a strange animal. It'll hopefully be there. I like it. I've liked it so far. I'd hate to see it go away.